At number 5 is a transfer. Lee Hunter transferring to Texas Tech from UCF. The only transfer that we have in this top 10 list. He's staying in the Big 12, though, going to Texas Tech. Over the last 2 years, he leads all defensive tackles in the country with 58 run defense stops. You see on the screen right there. Also has 27 tackles for loss or no gain. Again, the most among any defensive tackle in the country over the last 2 years. And 49 pressures over the last 2 years is second among returning power forward D tackles as well. So a dominant run defender and still a really good pass rusher as well for UCF over the last 2 years. 6'4", 320 pounds. He has raw power with impressive movement skills at that size as well. He's a disruptive force in the pass and run game. And Dalton, we mentioned it time and time again now, Texas Tech has a loaded transfer portal class coming in next year, especially on the defensive line especially. Lee Hunter is a major reason why. He's one of the 5 best D tackles in the country, in my opinion.
You know, there's certain guys I hear you talk enough about that I go, okay, I could just make the list of Max's my guys. Lee Hunter is definitely in that group. And honestly, he's obviously a little bit shorter. He's 6'4" instead of 6'7". But when I was watching him, you see a little bit of Deion Walker in there, kind of that similar, a little bit of a high-cut build, but he's got more finesse than you would think for 6'4" and 320. You mentioned it, a really disruptive run defender. I think he could get even better there with a better supporting cast around him because he was clearly the best player on UCF's defense the last 2 years. Now, I think that's a part you think about with Hunter is going to get a lot more one-on-one matchups on a loaded defensive line for Texas Tech, full of transfers. All 4 of their starters going to be transfers. Is that right? So, I think the sky is the limit now for Hunter and this Texas Tech defensive line, but he's a disruptive force as a run defender. He's got a lot of finesse as a pass rusher that you like to see out of him. Just, again, reminded me just a little bit of Deion Walker. Not quite built as freakishly, but the style of play is pretty similar.
I know we're ranking only individual players right now, but soon we'll be ranking my units in college football, defensive line being one of them. Don, spoiler right now, Texas Tech is one of my 5 best D-lines in the country.
It's hard to blame you. Hunter, Romello Height, David Bailey, right? Skylar Gill-Howard, who didn't quite make this list, but I'm sure he was pretty close. I mean, you've got some darn good football players on that D-line. As long as they get the secondary and maybe the quarterback situation figured, I know they know who their quarterback is, but need a little more consistency. That's a team, there's a reason I think they have the second best odds to win the Big 12 right now. They have a boatload of talent. This defensive line for me is where it starts.
It is loaded on the defensive line. Like Dalton said, all 4 starters are going to be transfers, and all 4 of those transfers really, really good players at their previous schools as well. And Lee Hunter is probably the best one of all of them, honestly, checking in at number 5 on this list. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of the PFF College Football Show. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.
Also, subscribe to PFF Plus at subscribe.pff.com for all of the same data and grades that we use in our show, plus fantasy tools, betting tools, and our mock draft simulator.